Alright, it's kind of time to make another video about the situation all the way around, okay? I was making when they started with the health issue, and I am going to use little code words because of censorship and that, and also because it is difficult for me to gather information and go to all these other alternative sites. Okay, it is easier. I know a lot of my subscribers are out there and follow me there, but it's easier for me just to make a video and discuss this. And the thing is, it's gotten so bad, if they do yank my channel or um, eliminate me and eliminate freedom of speech, uh, you know, I've been doing this for a while. I can't hide from whatever regime is in control. But I'm going to make this one general video, and then over a period of time I'll cover each topic because it is a very intricate, connected mess. And now a lot of people just look at this, especially in the US. We only look at the one topic. A lot of guys, the gun and ammo shortage and that. Okay, and I mean, I get a lot of hits on that. And people want to see me going to the store and that there's nothing there, but it's the same story. Okay? Then there is the political end here in the United States. Okay? And then, which is connected, then with the health issue, which is connected to everything, and that the situation is kind of getting bad. Okay? So, I'm going to make this brief video and give you a broad scope of what's going on. I kept saying that there's a global war against humanity. And what I mean by that is there are entities gathering together to create a one world government. Now, this is not a new idea. It started in the 1890s. And then with the League of Nations was the first attempt for a world government, which kind of fizzled out. Then they called it the United Nations. And after World War II, they decided we're going to go with that. And then that never did quite work. Well, the powers to be are getting impatient, and they want to force this. So what it started with is, instead of starting an actual shooting war, or initiating martial law throughout the world, they started with this health issue, which is kind of fictitious because even if it was 10% true of what they're projecting it as, there'd be a lot more people not on this planet. Okay, so this is where it starts. It's pretty ingenious, because basically what they've done is put the whole world under martial law. They do it not for military political reasons, but as a health issue. So the whole world has been shut down. And then they start maneuvering. Now, like I've always stated, the biggest problem with a world government is the existence of the United States of America. Okay, in recent events, there is an attempt, or there are things going on, which this country is being slowly eliminated. Okay, it's not overt, it's not huge, but little by little, they are dissolving the United States of America, supposedly by a legitimate legal election. Okay. So, in the process of doing this, also, while they're doing this, there's global, right at this moment, there is global instability that it's worse than anything before. They had a military takeover in Myanmar. Russia, or the former Soviet Union, there is a shift in power going on there, which there is all kinds of problems, rioting. They're trying to get rid of good old Vladimir Putin. All throughout Europe, and I've talked to people, and that's where I have to make separate videos because I can go on. There's rioting. I've heard one individual told me that the situation there in the country, in which all sparked with this second round of the health issue, that hit Europe towards the end of last year, about a month or so ago. All these countries, the strange thing is the way the lockdown is working. The one guy told me that his grandfather said it's the same thing that happened when the Germans invaded the country in World War II. They're under the same conditions. It's just not a military takeover. They haven't had any type of elections or, change of government. All of a sudden, everyone's locked down. Okay, and it's stopping commerce and everything. Their freedoms are gone. What little they had in most of these Western European countries, their freedoms are gone. Okay, I guess in New Zealand, somebody talked to me this weekend, they're buying back guns. Okay, so now gun control. And this is where it all ties in. You got a global war, they're cracking down, controlling everything, trying, I guess, to form a world government. And the number one issue, and the thing that most of the people who watch my channel, because my channel is about the shooting sports, is to disarm the population. Okay? This has happened systematically throughout the world. One country after another has basically banned all guns and everything else. Now, the reason they can do this is they had a program where they registered the guns. So in other words, the government knew if you had 1 or 5 guns of some sort, the government knew exactly where they were and who had them. So then they can come, they know you got them, it's on record, they come and tell you give them to us. Fortunately in the United States, about the only saving grace is this really didn't happen. They may try to convince you that it did, but it really didn't. Some people say they store purchases and that. But so many guns have been sold, and so many people own them. It would be a near impossible task for them to go around and collect them all. Okay? And then there are guns that have been lying around for the past 100 years. How are they going to find them? Okay, long before any of these background checks or anything was done. So it's not feasible. It doesn't mean that they're not going to try it or do something. So considering this, mess as it is, I'm trying to make some quick videos and discuss each topic, because what happens is when I start discussing this, as you see, you got so many things involved and so many things going on that each little point needs a video of its own, and probably that's what I'm going to do. Also, I'm not going to go with BitChute and that. I mean, it's just difficult for me to do it. It takes too much time. And I have other things here too that I have to work on and try to get out. But that's the new situation, and I guess how I'm going to handle it, because I have been contacting and discussing things with people outside of the United States. Okay, so I don't just have a perspective in terms of the gun and ammo crisis and the weird laws that our new government's trying to pass, but I also have input from what the hell's going on outside of the country, and it's starting to form a huge big picture. Okay? The problem is a lot more than what we as Americans look at and are dealing with. The problem is much greater. Okay? So stay tuned, and I'll try to get little things out and talk about each topic as we go.